What's up, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. We're going to attempt to do a stream. The internet has not been kind since yesterday afternoon. I don't know what's going on. It was down from 3 p.m. yesterday until about 6 a.m. this morning. I did some streams on my 4G today. It's up now, but I am not getting the normal upload that I would normally. My speed test says I'm fine, but my connection to YouTube is not fine. So either the lines are still crossed or we're getting some sort of throttling going on. I won't know. It's too early to tell exactly what's going on, but I am here. We're going to be diving back in for the first time in a few weeks. It seems like my LOTRO streams are cursed recently, because like the last 3 weeks in a row, I haven't been able to play because of the storms. So we live in between two coasts, and so every time we get hit with a hurricane on either coast, we get low pressure storms that come through, and because we live in the backwoods, the infrastructure here is, it's not the best, and so the power gets knocked out or the internet gets knocked out, and I've missed like the bulk of my LOTRO streams the last 3 weeks. Last week I was able to stream for about 45 minutes before the power went out, so hopefully we're going to get a good session in tonight, even though the bitrate looks like shit right now, so we'll see. What's up, Persnickety? So fingers crossed. Like I said, normally I have a really good upload to YouTube, and right now I do not. So if there's buffering and stuff going on, like I said, I can't do anything about it right at the moment. It is what it is. Like I said, the internet was down from 3 p.m. yesterday until 6 a.m. this morning. It's been up today, but it's been hit and miss all day today. So I don't know if they're doing load balancing or repairing lines, or if they're throttling me or whatnot. My speed test shows my max speed, but I'm not getting my normal connections. We're going to see whether or not we get uploaded. Whoa, right off the bat, Persnickety joining the Adventurers Guild. Thank you, sir. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. This weekend for members, where's my notebook? Chris and I got a recommendation from our carpenter, and we actually went, and I can show you, at least I've been working, yesterday afternoon I was outside for about 3 hours working on designing the LOTRO chicken coop from the stretch goals all the way back in June, and also starting to put together some preliminary ideas for the outdoor cat shelter that we're going to be building with the funding that's been coming in from the GoFundMe page. Thanks to everyone for helping out. Folks like Persnickety here joining as members of the Adventurers Guild, as well as doing super chats and all those other things. You just reminded me I don't have any of that stuff visible on the stream, so let's get all this stuff open right now. We do have a super chat goal over there, $50 for the stream. If you feel so inclined as you're tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, you can contribute over there with a super chat. Pick an amount, your own amount, or you can do whatever's there. You can also join as Persnickety did. There's also a GoFundMe up for our cat shelter, and it also covers the spaying and neutering of all the cats. I think we've raised over $550 so far. It's been up for about a week. We have a $3,500 goal on that. There's a link to that in our Discord channel in the pets and crafts section. My cape? Which cape? I don't have a cape. Oh, you mean in the in-game? I was thinking, what are you talking about? Yeah, Chris has 6 chickens, 4 roosters and 2 hens. We're going to be slaughtering the first of the roosters this weekend. And the actual chicken coop I'm building is inspired by Lord of the Rings Online. We're calling it our LOTRO chicken coop, so that's going to be happening at some point. All right, fingers crossed for an actual stream today, and that I don't have any major issues with the internet, as I said. Last 3 weeks, we've had power outages. There are no storms that I know of today. We're just dealing with the crappy upload from internet, so I'm going to go double check the weather just so I make sure. Yeah, there's no storms right at the moment. There are storms tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So we're going to see what it's going to be like over the next few days. What's up, Misha? All right, so when last we had joined, we were helping Gladion. We are on the outskirts of this place called Lamadon, which is in western Gondor. And we've only done Morlad, was what we worked on in the Blackroot Vale, and we're working from Lambden, where I'm assuming we're going to be ending up down in Calimbel, and from then at Helon. I don't know if we're doing the Havens of Belfalis. I don't know anything. I'm literally just following the book quest at this point. Right now I need to level up to level 98, I think, to get to the next book quest. So we've been helping...
These are troublesome times indeed.
We've been helping the farmers here. So that was fast. Thank you for the help, Telebomb. Now, if you would be so kind as to help with the harvest, the wheat and cabbages are ready for picking, and the carrots need to be brought up to the wagon bound to Calimbel. You should harvest the wheat and cabbages and carry the carrot crate to the wagon bound for Calimbel. Alright. I grew up on a dairy farm as well, persnickety. For 16 years of my life, I was a dairy farmer. And then now, these days, my family has beef cattle. So they switched out of dairy into beef cattle. Which I don't have any part in that, although I do go up. Chris and I usually go up for a few months every year and help my brother with the ranch for a few months. But we haven't gone for a couple years because of all the pandemic crap. Where's the wagon? Down the road a bit, it looks like. It's gotten tons of love, Crime Time. Like, this is a great game. It's done amazing. Not quite sure what you're speaking of. Is this the wagon? Aha! I delivered the carrots. Return to Gladion. For a second, it says, I think my captain's level 109. It's the highest level character I have. This is my highest level character. I'm 96 right now.
How may I help you, friend?
You've done good arms and a strong back for this sort of work. Our village could use you, you know. It's a good life here in Lamadon. You politely tell Gladion that your life is one for traveling, not sitting still. A shame, Telebomb, but that is well. You shall sit still tonight at my wife's table. You'll have a good rest this eve. Alright, we get a bauble here. Not going to be better than what I've got already, probably. No.
How may I help you, friend?
Go inside, for Limeral's waiting. But where's my brother Furion? He should have been back quite some time ago. You go on ahead. I'll wait here for my brother. Tell Limeral we'll be in shortly, I hope. Oh, they're totally going to get attacked when we go inside. They're going to be like, help! Help! And we're going to have to come outside and rescue them. To Mir Mirith Limeril. Gladian told me he'd be joining us for dinner tonight. So my husband's brother's late? Odd, he's usually on time. I wonder where he could be. Ooh, we're going into an instant.
Gladion and his wife, Limril, have invited you to join them for a family meal, but Gladion's brother, Furion, has not yet arrived.
Offer to help her with dinner.
These are troublesome times indeed.
It's very kind of you. I don't wish to be an ungracious host, for you earned a rest after today. You insist that you're up for the task and ask what can be done to help. I will not refuse a generous offer. The hutch is in the corner. Could you set the table, please? Menial tasks. Yeah, Misha, it does. It's got a healthy following. The only complaint I have about LOTRO, the only complaint, is their server infrastructure is absolute shit. And theoretically, they're working on it. And it's been bad ever since they brought everything in-house to Boston, 4 or 5 years ago. And they've made plenty of comments about it this summer because they know it's bad. And so,
How may I help you, friend?
theoretically, they're working on that. Well, Gladian and Furion. Actually, it's probably Furion. Alright. The peace is broken by the sound of the door banging open. Uncle Furion! Oh no! He's down on the ground.
These are troublesome times indeed.
He stumbled to our doorstep from across the farm, limping. Help us! Someone help my brother! Told you. I'm fine, really. I just need to rest a moment. Furion's blood begins to form a pool on the floor, and it is clear that he has sustained a deep slash wound on his belly. So much blood. Please hurry and fetch the healer. She's on the other end of the village. Straight to the apothecary.
Gondor needs your aid.
You hurriedly tell the healer that Furion has been grievously wounded and bleeds alarmingly onto his brother's floor. Wounded? What could that young man have been up to get himself so hurt? I will go right away. Ooh, these are different clothing. Will, vitality.
These are troublesome times indeed.
Alright. Come, let's make haste.
These are troublesome times indeed.
Well, she took the long way around. Jiminy Christmas. Where's everybody at?
How may I help you, friend?
A nasty wound, this. He won't seem to say a word. You should ask his family if he'd say anything to them, and I will have a look at his wound. Alright, we need to see if he's told anybody anything. He's not spoken a word, save what he said to you. It's unlike him. What could have happened? Why will he not speak? Lilium...
Gondor needs
Limel
your
is
aid.
white and shaken, as she expresses worry for her husband's brother.
How may I help you, friend?
How could he have sustained such a wound? We're but peaceful farmers. He is shocked by his brother's injury and has no further information for you. And we're going to talk to the kids now.
I am afraid to wander too far from home lately.
My Uncle Furion has been strange lately. I don't understand. Why is he bleeding? Is this because of his adventure? I saw him leaving town this morning, and he said he was going on an adventure, but he would be back for dinner. He wasn't supposed to get hurt. He told me not to tell anyone about it. Chimera saw Furion disappear earlier that day on a secretive adventure of sorts.
My family says that it is dangerous outside.
He's been very sad lately. I don't think anyone notices, but I do, because he never wants to play or read with me anymore. He doesn't eat as much as a farmer should, but nobody notices but me. Do you think he'll be all right? She's noticed that her uncle has been more sad and distant than usual of late.
These are troublesome times indeed.
Well, that doesn't give us any answers, but I have gained a little knowledge. This is a knife wound. A clean cut, easy to stitch, and will take but a little time. While I take care of him, would you be so good as to mind the chores at my shop? Pull down the linens and gather more king's foil. What's up, Trips? Trips said, "Here's hoping the internet holds out," with a $10 super chat. Thank you very much, Trips. Yeah, I'm really kind of, I'm not sure what's going on. So here's what I can report. This morning it was, it was out from 3 o'clock yesterday till about 6 o'clock this morning. So it came back at like 5:45, 6 o'clock this morning, and I streamed until 8:30, and it was solid normal. Then when I shut down the stream, 10 minutes later, I started the stream up again to try to do Vanguard, and I couldn't, it just kept cutting out. So I just ended up streaming Vanguard on my 4G. Went away from that, came back early this afternoon, and I did a test stream to my private self, just set it to private and watched it. And I was getting the full uploads that I know, because I normally stream at 6,000. That's the bit rate, 6 megabytes, 6 megabytes. That's the bit rate that everyone recommends, and that's what I've been using for years. And I tested it this afternoon at like 2 o'clock, and it was rock solid normally. I came back and started to do an upload at like 4:30, and I noticed that my upload was really, really slow to YouTube. And I went and did a speed test, and I have a full, so I have a 16 upload here. It's not the best, but it is what it is out in the woods. I had a 16 megabyte upload, so normally my videos will take 10 minutes to upload. It was telling me 47 minutes to upload a video, and I was like, that's not right. So I went to the speed test. Speed test is fine, but they are definitely throttling my YouTube, because they were throttling the upload. And then when I started my stream at a little after 5, instead of getting 6K on the upload, I'm getting 2K to 3K, which is, I can stream with that. It's not the best visually, but obviously it's here, and there's not a lot of buffering going on. But I'm watching the bitrate. I'm between 2 and 3,000, and I'm supposed to be at 6. So they're definitely throttling me. So well, I shouldn't say definitely throttle me. They're doing some sort of throttling or load balancing, which may be related to the service being down since 3 o'clock yesterday until 6 o'clock this morning. I have no idea. Like, they could very well have lines down, and so they could be doing balancing right now because they've got excess connections going through a line while they repair another one. I have no idea what's going on. So, yes, fingers crossed. And also, Crime Time. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. 2 new members tonight. Woo, woo, woo! And a $10 super chat. Thank you very much, everybody. Rocking onwards and upwards.
How may I help you, friend?
You can leave those with me now, dear. Furion's resting and should remain so for a fortnight. I stitched him up while you were out collecting goods. He did not speak a word the entire time I was there. I suppose he's just in shock from the attack? I do pass. Thank you for the supplies. You saved me a good deal of work. You feel as if you're missing something of Furion's tale. Pale from blood loss, his face drawn with pain. He does not speak when you approach. You ask Limeril if she will give you a moment to speak with Furion. I suppose I must if you think you can get a word out of him. Good luck. New quest, a satchel full of secrets. Ooh. Furion's eyes follow Limeril out of the room, and when she is out of earshot, he takes a deep breath and speaks at last. I was hoping to get a word alone with you, stranger. I'm in great need of your help. I will tell you what happened to me, but please, can you help me? Can you fight? You assure him that you can. I'm not a farmer, not a warrior, you see, but I have a need for money. I decided to go after a bounty, some bandits in the hills. I thought I could take them easily, but they overpowered me. I took a knife wound before they laughed me out of their sight. It was foolish of me to approach them, but now they have my satchel. There's nothing of value to anyone, but I need it back. Please, friend, I would give anything to see it back here safe. Furion begs you to retrieve his satchel from the bandits who stabbed him. Dude, I am always down to hunt bandits. Let's do this. Got some area quests. Bandit Slayer of West Gondor. Alright, do your thing, Scratch. Have some fun here. Go Scratch. Get in the middle of the camp. Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Murder of crows. And that quest is finished. There must be some more tents up top there. done. There's some of that server lag we talked about. Alright, we still haven't found his satchel. Oh, it's the bandit boss. Order of Crows time. I'm not screwing out with this guy. Alright. Ooh, there's another quest. Reclaim. His satchel appears to have been picked over by the bandits at the back of the encampment. The men who stand here laugh heartily at some joke, hardly noticing your approach. There is the satchel. Read the letter to try to understand his predicament. Dear Limeril, I must apologize for this feeble farewell after so many years of friendship. I am afraid it is the best I can do. This letter is for your eyes alone, and I beg you not to burden Gladion with the pain of knowing me to be a woeful, selfish, foolish brother. I have likely left Lambda now with a pocket full of gold, for I have gone to seek treasures and hunting bounties. I intend to put many long leagues between myself and Gondor. Traveling such great distance will cost more money than my farm could give me, and so I must lend my blade to a gainful cause. It is just that I cannot bear it any longer, you see. Limeril, you have never been mine, you will never be mine, and I am sorry to lay this burden upon you, but I cannot keep this secret within my heart any longer. I beg you not to tell Gladion, for I would never hurt him for the world. It is why I leave. I love you with no expectations, no hope, no alternative, and the reality that I cannot go on living in this way with you so near. Well, sucks to be him. Sometimes you just have to accept that your brother's wife isn't for you, buddy, and move on with your life. Without telling anyone, because telling anyone only causes problems. So now the question is Limeril a homewrecker? We're about to find out. You better not be a homewrecker, Limeril. Don't disappoint me. I don't know, you're looking a little lusty over here, sitting at the table with your little white vest thingy. Don't be that woman, Limeril. Come on. And you, Furon. Good thing is that no one saw the letter, so hopefully he's smart enough to just go away. As you hand him the satchel, you gently tell him that you have accidentally learned of its contents. Yeah, we accidentally opened the letter, broke the seal, read it, and everything. The letter! Burn it! Burn it! I should never have put my feelings to words. That was too close. She or Gladion could have been discovered if those brigands had chose to make mischief with it. I agree, dude. Good on you for deciding to burn it. I must leave this place as soon as I am recovered enough. He protests, asking him to stay abed and let his wounds heal. It does not matter, Telebomb, don't you see? I have no reason to heal, no reason to live. I have every reason to leave. I would take 100 knife wounds before I stay another day so near to her. What's up, Nathan? Oh man, are we gonna break these kids' heart? Don't tell him, dude.
I am afraid to wander too far from home
He needs to
lately.
go. I think I know what'll help my uncle feel better. We could always go on adventures together when he take time away from his farm work. So I've been planning our next adventure. I made a treasure map, but I will tell him I found it buried in a chest. And I made a sword out of a stick. But we don't have to tell him that it's not a real sword. I think he'll not be able to tell the difference. Now I just need some rocks to fill my coin purse, and we can pretend it's treasure and bury it where the map says. Meanwhile,
I'm afraid to wander too far from home lately.
Mirith says, Furion's always kind to me when I'm sick, so I would like to be kind to him now that he is sick. My doll cheers me up, so I think Furion must borrow her while he's in bed. And maybe you could pick some nice flowers for him, because everyone likes flowers when they're sick. And our favorite book, the one he used to read to me so often, it's open where he left off. Perhaps I could read to him this time. Okay, this took a much sweeter spin than I thought it was going to. I was a little concerned that this was going to be a dark quest. That, because of the letter. But this looks like it's nice now. Maybe he'll stick around after all, after we help the kids. Alright, so these are probably all going to be things that are outside. Are you still playing Star Wars Galaxies, Nathan? I saw you doing that today. I haven't tried that in a long time. I did try like 5-6 years ago. There's a stick sword. Treasure map. The doll. Favorite book. Okay, now the rest of this is going to be outside for sure. Alright. So they're gonna be in close proximity, okay. Yeah, dude, yep. Which one did you try, by the way? Did you try Star Wars? Did you do SDW Emu, or did you try one of the newer ones like the... Man, I covered one of the recent ones because PC Gamer did an article on it. I think it launched about 6 months ago. And that's what I can't ever get into them either, man, because of the combat. Everything's just so janky and old. Okay, I think Star Wars Galaxy's Legends is one of the new ones. Oh, it's the highest population. Yeah, so if you played one of the newer ones, it's probably got the... What is it? What they call it? The NGE, the New Game Experience. Which is when they changed everything over from, like, the old tab target system. That was when it killed the game. I mean, essentially it did kill the game. Everybody likes to lay that one at Smedley's feet. Be like, Smedley, you fucked up Star Wars. Trip said it definitely looked janky when he was trying. Yeah, I tuned in. Were you playing a Wookiee? I was just watching your character like swing like a sword or something, and it just looked horrific. And I was like, it's so sad to me that what used to be this amazing, amazing game has been reduced to a handful of like emulator servers where everyone's trying to create their own version of a game that they loved and unfortunately got thrown to the curbside. So sad, because man, just to think about this for a minute, like Star Wars Galaxies is renowned for having like the best crafting system of any MMORPG to ever have launched. It had the best housing system of any MMORPG to ever launch. You could build anything anywhere. The player crafting system was you could literally make anything, and everything was player made. So you couldn't go to like a vendor and buy something. You had to get it from another player. And then the dancers, like the buffs and the cantinas, and just the fact that it was skill based instead of class based. Then there was like the complexity of what they wanted to do with the harvesting system, where they were going to have, which they didn't do. This did not make it into the game. But if you've ever listened to why am I blanking on his name? He was one of the founders and like the creative director on that project. He's building another MMO right now, and I can't think of his name right now. Anyway, one of the things they were doing during like the testing phase was they were going to have resources be specific to planets and have limited amounts of those resources in game. So players would only ever be able to harvest so much iron or so much whatever, and that would add scarcity to the market, and then you would only be able to build so many things with those items, and to be able to build more of those items you would need to get other items from players and break those down back into the base resources. It's a brilliant idea, but in practice it just didn't work. And I've always used that as like the number one case study of why something that sounds great on paper, which then fails because of testing throughout pre-alpha, alpha, and into beta, and then they eventually realized that it looked great on paper, but it just can't work practically. doesn't look good, but I would deal with it sometimes, but it won't let you attack at all and you just die. Ugh. Legacy sets are cool. Went to Anakin's mom's grave, saw their old home. Jabba the Hutt was hiring me for jobs. That's awesome. The Wamwin Pachunki.
I am afraid to wander too far from home lately.
Alright, she wants me to bring these to her uncle.
I am afraid to wander too far from home lately.
Alright, so the kids got something for their uncle. That sweet girl. No, no more. I can see them. No more. No more reading books. No more flowers. No dolls. Take them away. I cannot bear to look at them. I will be gone soon, and they must learn to never think of me. Fioran's pain is deep, and it is not the wound that causes the pale, drawn look on his face. Oh, Tumia, our adventuring days are over now, one way or the other. Fioran turns his head away from the humble pile of gifts and closes his eyes against the tears that have begun to well there. Fioran is moved by Tumir's gesture, but refuses to give up his pursuit of escape by any means. Go outside to give him some space and time to think. Aha! Have you heard? Have you heard the news?
The soldiers of Gondor have all gone to war, and we are left to fend for ourselves.
It's dreadful, Telebomb, dreadful. Are these the same graphically as the ones they might be? They're better than what I had, but I think they look different. God, I need inventory management?
Our lands were once peaceful, but it is now dangerous to travel far from home.
Corsairs! Corsairs have come up the river! What does it mean? How came they to Lambden? Or whatever will we do? The inhabitants of Dinabab are suddenly bustling with activity, frightened by the sudden sighting of Corsairs. You should speak with townspeople and see if there's any fact behind this wild claim. Graham asks, so this game is getting an expansion or something that is piquing interest? I don't think that it's just that. So this game has been getting regular updates for years and years and years and years. They do updates every few months, very regularly. It's one of the most active and steadily developed MMORPGs on the market. They did just announce a new mini expansion yesterday, which I haven't even looked at yet. But I know the big thing is just because of Rings of Power, everyone and their mother wants to play an MMORPG in the Lord of the Rings world, and this is the only one that exists. So even though it's an older game, there's a lot of new movement this year. Plus the 15th year anniversary changes that happened a few months ago made everything free to play all the way up to level 95, and the Helm's Deep expansion, which gives you a shitload of content. Plus they made all the premium races and classes free to play also, and they no longer have to be purchased with LOTRO coins. So they've made some sweeping changes to the game this year. Right now they're supposedly working on the server infrastructure.
Have you heard the rumors of enemies pressing in from all sides?
Which would be very important. I'll tell you one thing that's happened since the last time I played. They have adjusted the voiceovers because those things are freaking loud. Audio.
The soldiers of Gondor have all gone to war, and we are left to fend for ourselves.
Alright, that's a little bit better. Question the frightened townfolk about the Corsair sighting. Do I have a video or anything on the changes from the 15th anniversary? Yes, I do. Give me a second. I'll pull it up for you. Oh, it's going to be in videos, though, not live. I think it's this video right here. Let me double check. What's up, everybody? Tim Anderson. Yep, this is this one. So this was the video I did around release update number 33. But I don't have any clue about what's happening with the most current, the mini expansion that was announced. That one I don't know anything about. So, but that's the one I have from a while back. I also have, for your consideration, this one, which was somewhat of a this one was somewhat of a trolly clickbait video, but it's also very important, which is this is also a few months ago. I dropped that in YouTube as well. Except the link didn't work. Well, whatever. You can copy paste. Ren Fabulous! You're welcome. Alright, let's double check. Let's see what this is right here. Alright. Talk to question the frightened townfolk about the Corsair sighting. Which that's got to be coming from up the coast, from Edhelond, Tol Amroth. Which that's where the book quest was sitting as, but I needed to be level 98.
But it is now dangerous to
I heard
travel
rumors,
far from
Telema.
home.
What if there is a truth to them? You're a famous adventurer. Have you ever encountered Corsairs in your travels? Are you going to protect us? It depends on how much coin this village has.
The soldiers of Gondor have all gone to war, and we are left to fend for ourselves.
I saw them this morning, I swear. Corsairs, hordes of them. Everyone was running and I hastened here. What are we to do? What if they come here? Oh no.
Our lands were once peaceful, but it is now dangerous to travel far from
Alright, so
home.
they're seeing strange tents to the
Have you heard the
south.
rumors of enemies pressing in from all sides?
Corsairs come from Umbar. Does this mean Dol Amroth has fallen? What are we to do? Alright, look eastward for sounds of Corsair from atop the ridge. Alright, here's the ridge. This is a good vantage point. Look. Find the watchman. Tell him. Alright, you see tents sprawling as far as the eye can see in the shady swamp to the east. Find the watchman and tell him about the Corsairs. Fear, fire, foes! Awake, awake!
Gondor needs your aid.
I put my head down to take a nap, and I had a terrible dream that Furion was lost to us forever. He told me things that made my heart heavy with sadness. I woke up to check on him, and he was gone. I cannot say anything more. It's like in the dream. Furion is gone, and the watchmen tell us that he came seeking bounties. He went to the Corsair camp. What did he tell her? Did he spill his beans to her? Not a very smart dude, if he did.
How may I help you, friend?
Yes, I've heard many reports of Corsairs. The soldiers have all followed Prince Imrahil, and only farmers are left. I'm sorry, but I've no one to send to rescue Furion. What could he be thinking in the state he's in?
These are troublesome times indeed.
I'm not much of a fighter, but I must go to this encampment and search for my brother. Will you meet me there? I need the help of someone strong. I will not sit idly by and let my brother kill himself. I do not know what madness has possessed him, but I will stop it. The madness, dude, is he's like lusting after your wife, bro. I mean, I don't want to like spoil anything, but hashtag. I keep hitting B because I think I'm playing World of Warcraft. Way too much Warcraft. Alright, copper earring. I could totally replace the copper earring. Oops. Alright.
Gondor needs your aid.
Gladion, I could not bear to lose both of them. Do you know anything about this, Telomar? You spoke with Furion last. Did he tell you anything? Her eyes search yours for a common understanding, but you cannot betray Furion's communication with you. After a pause, she sighs. Well, please bring them back alive. Oh, cool. So he didn't spill any beans to her. Alright. Meet Gladian at the encampment. So, by the way, everybody, if you've been listening to our multi-streams and my conversations with Nathan about, like, what I really don't like about quest hubs, this is how you do a quest hub right. You have a long quest chain that has a very interesting story, and you make me engaged, and you involve me in it, and you give me a good story. Because as much as I love everything I'm seeing about World of Warcraft Classic, the one thing I hate is these quest hubs have just endless chains of pointless quests. Now, those do exist here. You like the town of Morlad that we did. Morlad had a quest hub, and we did like a dozen quests from Morlad, and some of them were kind of the fetch quest type stuffs. But most of the quests I've been doing here have been these quest lines that are 6 to 8 quests, and it's a story arc for each one. And so you get a very cool story arc that leads you deeper and deeper through. So I've been working my way southeast from Morlad down this path, and I've been finding these little hamlets along the way, and I've been helping the villagers at each little encampment or each little town. And it's a really good way of doing storytelling because it keeps you progressing deeper and deeper and deeper without overflowing you with just like stupid fetch quests. I mean, because don't get me wrong, this is a fetch quest. Like, don't be mistaken. But this is storytelling done right, which is why, over and over and over, when people ask me, Lord of the Rings Online is my favorite MMORPG of all time because of this. It's just amazing storytelling. So we're going into the swamps here. Looks like we're supposed to be meeting Gladion.
These are troublesome times indeed.
I cannot see him anywhere, but surely he has not gone far. In his condition, I hope he's not been discovered. What was he thinking? These are all seasoned warriors and deadly. Furion is not but a wounded farmer. Oh, Brian Hunley sweeping in with a $50 super chat, pushing us well beyond our super chat goal for the day. Thank you so much, Brian. Says, cheers, I just finished up a very difficult job that another company could not figure out. Dude, there is something super satisfactory about that. I know when I used to do, because I did ceramic tile and natural stone for many years. I was a third generation installer and contractor, and my dad, my grandpa, all my uncles. And one of the things I loved was going to put a bid on a project and convincing the homeowner that I was the right person for the job because I could do something that no one else could, which was solve their problems and do the things that they wanted to do with natural stone, you know, and there was a fun part of like the planning and designing and figuring out how to come up with creative solutions, because it's, you know, anybody can install a backsplash or throw tile on a floor. It's not that difficult, especially in the day and age of YouTube tutorials where you could just go, you know, watch a YouTube tutorial and you could figure out how to put, you know, your underlayment down and get your floor prepped and do all your layout and everything else. That's not difficult, but the planning and coming up with creative solutions for, like, oh, I want to do like inlaid lights inside of a glass block shower surround, and it's like, ooh, how do I do that? Let's take a look at how I could make that work, and then working with an electrician buddy to figure that out. So kudos, Brian, finishing up a difficult job that another company could not figure out. And thank you so very much for being so generous, Brian. You've been kicking ass this month. Thank you. Search for signs of Furion. Oh, let's see here. I better dismount. Oh, I got some area quests that popped up. Ooh, these guys have turbines. That's cool. Oh, and they have a different animation style for their sword swing. I think. I could be wrong on that. That was pretty cool. Thieving and looting. Alright. There is no sign of Furion here. Collect. Oh, these. I've never seen one of these quests do this before. The bodies actually are lootable. Usually you get automatic loot. So these are like, they turn into like lootable quest objects when you finish. That's really cool. Alright. There's also no sign of Furion here. Alright, probably do a murder of crows here. Okay. Oop. There's Furion. I see him laying right there. Okay. You found Furion, but he is unconscious. Well, before we click on that dude, let's burn this weapon cache. Who's Hebel?
Tell me what you need or move along.
Looking for this one, are ya? He won't last much longer. He was already damaged enough on his own before my boys got to him. When they were done, they dragged him over to me. Looking for bounties, he was. I suppose you're here to do the same.
Furion lies in a pool of blood, breathing slowly. He's not dead, but it's clear that he does not have much time. Try to rescue him from Hebel and the Corsairs.
This one has a death wish, you know. Are you sure you want to save him? He made good sport for my men. Not very worth rescuing, if you ask me.
Oh shit, it's gonna put me in an instance. Woo!
The Corsairs camped in Lamidan have wounded Furion badly, and his life hangs on a thread while they look on in mirth.
He just corrected my pronunciation. Furion is what they said. I keep saying Furion. They said Furion. That is a butchered on my tongue. Furion. Alright. Let's try this.
This is intolerable.
Can't you see this fool has a death wish? I'll see that it's granted. Every so often he worms about some woman, some great love, I'm sure. Limber, limber, he calls. Is he a spurned lover? It does not matter to me. I've a death sentence to walk into this camp, as you'll both soon find out.
Oh, we're gonna get mobbed by multiple. Oh, shiznizzles. My murder of crows is up, though. That's good. Try to reason with Hebel.
Got another one, boss.
Oh, Gladion's here. Shiznizzle. The brother came.
Indeed.
Let us go. I only came for my brother. We will leave and trouble you no more.
Ugh, Gladion. How sweet. I'm truly touched. Kill it, boys.
Excuse me.
You shall not leave here alive. We're gonna conquer Gondor. Hebel said you come to the wrong place, sinking mercy.
Oh, I can tell you what though, Brian. I didn't buy any whiskey today, but Chris and I did go to the grocery store at like noon, and I got a bottle of tequila. So I'll probably raise a toast tonight, sir, in your honor and in the honor of everyone else who has been helping out tonight. We got super chats from Graham and Trips and Persnickety joined as a member. Crime Time joined as a member. We got lots to celebrate tonight. So I think we'll definitely crack open a bottle of tequila. But you've been making me thirsty the past like week with all those whiskey shots, so they didn't have any good whiskey to buy today, so a little limited on our selection in this small town, but did get some tequila.
This ends now. Your interference amused me at first, but no more.
Oh, murder of crows. Bye-bye, buddy. I love that ability. Oh, Furion fell.
I must get away while the curs are distracted.
Furion, no! Furion. I'm never going to pronounce it right.
Gondor needs your aid.
His wounds were too much. He was too weak. Did he actually die?
No mames way.
Gladion's anguish is severe. It is best that you return to Dinadab. Oh man, it booted me out and I haven't finished the quests over there.
These are troublesome times indeed.
I am grateful that you were able to bring Gladion back to me alive, but I do not know why he will be whole without Furion. I keep expecting him to come through the door bringing a leg of lamb for my stew, or a special coin for Tumir. I still fancy that I can hear the sound of his voice as he reads to Mirith. He threw his life away, and my heart whispers that it was because of me. Don't. That's foreshadowing, is what that is. That's. You should never do that as a writer. Don't do that. No, it wasn't because of you, sweetheart. You're fine. All right, 152. This will replace that one right there. Oh, I think Leia wants to go out. I'm gonna have to go let her out real quick. I'm coming, sweetie. When my little girl calls for me to open the door, I gotta go. I'll be right back. Lucas is still passed out though. He's like, he ain't going nowhere. Sorry guys, Chris was in here and I ended up going to the bio. Did Luke go out too? He jumped down. I was talking to Chris and updating her on the internet stuff anyway. She's gonna be, looks like she's gonna be draw. Brian says buying my best employee a drink and some wigs. Do it, man. He worked overtime and didn't complain at all. Man. Good job, Brian. I appreciate that, man. Shout out to you for being a good boss. For some reason, my phone is like super light. It looks like I accidentally turned the brightness up somehow. There we go, that's a little better. Oh, Chris, you know the actor from Outlander, Jamie? He's got a TikTok now, and he's like doing a tour of Mexico. And they were lost in the middle of, looks like Chiapas or somewhere. Their van driver got lost. That's pretty funny. Yeah. And they're in one of the Visit Mexico vans, like from the official tourism board. And their chauffeur is like a big trailero y ya está perdido en la medio de la jungla. Él es quejando, el actor es quejando en el TikTok diciendo que no sé qué pasa, pero hay más cervezas que están perdidas. Sí. What's up, Salmon Fire? Do you want to come say hi, Chris, before you start working? Remember, you can see yourself here, but the camera's here just so you can see. That way, you guys, I'm not just talking to the air, I promise. Chris is actually over at her desk working. Yeah, those are your shorts with paint. They look like my boxers from up here, but you're actually wearing shorts. Alright. All the cats are inside. Did Luke go out? Alright, well, he'll cry if he needs to. What's up, Salmon Fire? How are you doing? Man, I want some wings and beer now that Brian said that. Wings and beer sounds pretty tasty. Oh, it looks like my chat window needs to be moved up a little bit. There we go.
These are troublesome times indeed.
It sounds as if the Corsair mean to menace far more than our little corner of Gondor. The Watchman surely has need of your aid, and we can ask no more. Alright, so... Again, quest hub's done right, ladies and gentlemen. Like, we're off to the next place. But we're going to be helping the Watchman against the Corsairs. Oh, but before we do, we need to head back and finish the... Because I got ported back here for taking that quest and I didn't finish the pirates. I need to sell somewhere too. And I have a point to spend. That's Lucas crying. He was under the bed. I'll be right back. About time for a sandwich, I think. I'm getting kind of hungry. Alright, well, I need more of these weapon caches. Did you bring Pippin in? Pippin! What's up, baby? How you doing, Pippin? Oh, he's my good girl. He's a good girl. What you doing? Yeah, Pippin. Yeah. Did mommy bring you into the room? Oh, I'm getting attacked. Just a good baby. Yes, you are. Yes, you are a good baby. There's Smeagol, too. Smeagol gets a little violent, so we may not... I'm just... If he comes after me, I'll have to be careful. Pippin! Oh, purr. Are you happy to come in here with the air conditioning? Oh. Well, when I went to the bathroom just a minute ago, she chased me into the bathroom. She was wanting attention. You're gonna attack the microphone, aren't you? Yes, you are. You're a naughty girl. Arr! By the way, everybody, these are 2 of the 5 that we're running the GoFundMe for. This is Pippin and Smeagol. We have Frodo, Sam, Merry, Pippin, and Smeagol. They're not supposed to be inside cats, but as you can see, they have to be inside cats until we get the shelter built. And we also got to get them spayed and neutered. We went to the vet clinic today, actually, on our way to the grocery store. We were asking about rabies shots, but they want us to wait. Ouch! They wanted us to wait until they're at least 5 months old before they do rabies shots, and they're only 3.5 months, so gotta wait another month and a half, honey. Probably just get you your rabies when we get you spayed and neutered. Yeah, go attack your brother. His name is Rune. That's a cool name, man. Oh, it's 6. Did you feed them yet, Chris? Yeah, I'll feed them at 7. I'll feed them at 7. I'll do it at 7. Okay, sorry, in 30 minutes. Because I'll probably make myself a sandwich at 7:30, so... Actually, if I was smart, I'd just eat oatmeal, but I want a sandwich because I bought potato chips today and I got tequila, so tequila, potato chips, and a sandwich sounds pretty good. Lucas and Leia both went outside. Yeah. He'll be fine. He'll come back at like 11 o'clock tonight, like last night. All right, that quest is done. So Luke and Leia are starting to get big enough that they like to explore, and they've been going out. Right now it gets cool enough that they don't mind going out because it's kind of hot, so they stay in here during the day and they go out. And they've been staying out till about 11 or 12. Sometimes they're not back. I mean, Leia actually spent her whole night outside, her first night all by herself outside. Uh-oh. Something just froze. There we go. Oh, we have more than one of those first mates we need to kill. Okay. Dude, get on him. Just get on him, Scratch. Who's Little Joel? That's his signature. Huh. Okay. You just scared the shit out of me. No, Pippin. This is what I was saying about earlier. She gets a little crazy sometimes when she wants to play. Huh? No, but if I'm not careful, she'll hurt me. Because when she goes after the hair, she gets a little crazy. Ah! Pippin. Come on. Come on. No, if you're going to come up here, you got to jump up here, honey. Go get mommy. Thanks so much, JJ Dino. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, right now I'm just keeping an eye on the internet because whatever sort of like throttling they're doing, at least it's stable and it looks to be running smoothly, even though the upload to YouTube is not what it should be. It looks like, because I'm watching it on my phone and I don't seem to have any major issues, so theoretically, fingers crossed. This is my first night. Tuesday nights have been my LOTRO nights for like 2 years. And the last 3 weeks we've not been able to play because of power outages, so I'm really hoping tonight. There's no storms tonight, so we should be good all night long. Unless the internet craps out, because yesterday it went down at 3 and was out until 6 this morning, so I'm just waiting to see. May your throttling be small tonight. For real. Alright, that quest is done. Ooh, we get leggings at the valleys. Oh, I totally need to sell. Hey! You little psychopath. It's actually been hurricane season for like the last few weeks, which is why we were getting so many storms the last couple of weeks, we're in the middle of 2 coasts, so we get hit whenever there's a storm on either side. We get low pressure systems that swing through, and anytime there's heavy winds or rains here, we lose power or internet, one or the other. So it's part of living in the boonies. I mean, I'm okay if we lose internet, because I can always stream on my 4G, kind of like I did this morning. I was streaming on my 4G. It's not ideal, but I can still work. You know, it's not unworkable. When the internet goes out, it's not that big a deal. When the power goes out, though, it's damn near. It's not fun. It's like 95 degrees here, kind of year round. And when the power goes out and there's no air conditioning. Yeah, I don't stay in here. We go outside. We just sit and swelter in the shade. Like the other night, it was out for 3 hours, and Chris and I just hung out with the neighbor She was on her side of the fence. We were on our side of the fence. We just hung out. We have a chain link fence between our properties. We just hung out and shot the shit for like 3 hours. Yep. Squirrely double weather. Fun times. I've got to sell before I take this next quest line.
These are troublesome times indeed.
I don't think I want to keep any of this stuff. I do want to keep the hood, though. Don't sell the hood. Oathbreaker's cloak. I don't care about that cloak. Uh-oh. Are you doing your... Hey, sweetie. Pippin, your brother's... Pippin. Your brother's having one of his coughing fits. You okay, buddy? Come here. Let your brother do his thing. So we're not sure what's up with Smeagol. He's having like a... It's almost like he's got a hairball, but he never brings anything up. And he's been doing it for a few days now. But it only happens when he's being really rough or when he gets really accelerated. And I'm wondering if he didn't swallow a... Are you okay, buddy? If he didn't swallow a bone... Like when he's eating pigeons and stuff that his mom brings, or little salamanders and stuff. But he's fine. I mean, he has all his health. He's constantly hungry. He has the most energy. He is the most, the word we use is, look at him. He's fine. It's just he has something going on with his throat. And it's not all the time. It's just when he gets a little accelerated every once in a while, he'll act like he's going to bring up a hairball, but nothing ever comes up. Crazy boy. Are you a crazy boy? He slept with us. Did he sleep with us last night? Or 2 nights ago? No, 2 nights ago he slept with us. Hey, you're pulling the sheets off the bed. You're pulling the pillow. Oh my god, hang on. Kittens are being crazy. I don't want to sell that loot recipe. Where did that go? Because I can actually make that loot. I'll keep the leggings too. Except I can't. Oh, I totally can. Let's keep that. I can make that loot for sure. Power outages are good for meeting neighbors. Hell yeah, they are. Crinkleless allergies. Could be. Like, Chris also says, not to be negative, but like, there's a cat sickness that they can get. But he's not sick. He's completely healthy. He is the biggest of the kittens. Look at him. He's running around the background. He's not sick. He's actually a little crazy. We're actually somewhat afraid of him because the other ones are very cuddly from time to time, but he does not cuddle all the time. He cuddles sometimes, but he's the biggest of all of them, and he's definitely got like a streak of like wild cat in him, and so whatever's going on with his throat, I mean, it doesn't seem to be affecting his health yet, which is why I'm not. If he was also lack of an appetite and everything else, I would be concerned. The only thing I can think of is that because he's the first one when Mama started bringing like all the pigeons and lizards and everything to the house, he was the first one who went out there and was like, ooh, this looks good, crunch, 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 and like wouldn't let any of his brothers and sisters eat the wild animals. So that's why I think it could be a piece of bone or something that's in his throat, and it's unless I want to spend a ton of money at the vet, you know. Like I said, it doesn't appear to be causing him anything other than some mild discomfort. Look at him. Look. He's fine, other than the cough from time to time. You guys are totally going to pull my map down, aren't you? Hey. Rawr. Smeagol. Smeagol. Just don't turn into Gollum, buddy. Because of the cough? Oh my god, Chris! Chris Chris literally said that's what the cough is. He's converting into Gollum. Can you guys hear her in the background? Oh my god. He literally is converting. Oh my goodness. What server are we playing on? We are on the Laurelin server, obviously. Crinkle says our kitten does the same thing. We don't have any iguanas. We told vet told us most likely cause is an allergy. So the vet said his cat has something similar, and the vet said it's an allergy. So, I mean, he really is fine. Like, he has all the energy. He's really funny too, because when he comes to bed and he wants to cuddle, he tries to burrow into your armpit, and he just like pushes really hard until he gets comfortable. He's also really weird in that he's the only one, he doesn't purr very often, but he'll, like, when you get up in the morning and you meet him, he'll meet you at the door at like 5:30 when I get up or whatever, and he's the one, he'll want you to pick him up first thing, but he never purrs. He just gets up on your shoulder, says hi, and then wants back down. Gollum was never that cute. Gollum nunca fuera tan bonita, tan tierno. What you doing, Smeagol? Look at you, worming your way to my hand. You're a good boy. Yes, you're a good boy. Yes, you are. You're a good boy. He's also one of the... Oh, look at him licking my hand and everything. He's the only one that doesn't jump on us when we're feeding them, too. Oh, he's looking at the microphone. Do you see that? He sees this and he goes, ooh, that looks like it might be fun. No, I'm gonna go away, buddy. I don't need to be attacked. Alright, I got sidetracked. Hang on. Cats,
How
man.
may I help you, friend?
Oh, what are you crying about? Nope. Hey, buddy. Don't do that to the map. Come on. I'm totally going to drop a link in there for people who want to check out all the photos of the kittens and everything else. There's some videos and updates and things of them as well. But that's the GoFundMe we're running for these guys. Yes, because we got to get you spayed, neutered, vaccinated, and get your outdoor shelter built. We do have enough. The funding that's already come in, we went to the hardware store yesterday, so we're going to go buy lumber next week, I think, and start building. I'm going to be documenting that on the other YouTube channel. It came for the LOTRO, stayed for the kittens. Alright. I think we must... Corsair side on Lothkabel just south down the road. They might need help. Look into it. Off we go. Gollum. Gollum. Oh, look at those towers down there. What is that? That's Callum? That's something else. Oh, there's fires ahead. Barricades set up. The smell of smoke on the air does not bode well. Alright, we got multiple questions. Quest here. Number of drunken corsairs have taken over a storehouse. Clean the mess. Corsairs took over the town, frightened away. They seem to have drunk their fill and now lie in a stupor. Drive them off. Alright. Oh, hello. Got some weird camera issues going on because of the... Oh, shiznizzle. Collected a token of Jajax. Whatever that means. The objective here is I need to get to level 98 because at 98 I can back out and start working on the book quest again because I had gotten to the point where the book quest was orange to me, so. I'm sending my pet in here. He's just going to pull all the mobs. The reason I'm going to do that is because here in a second we're going to drop Murder of Crows and it's going to wipe them all out. Alright, so it says I have to investigate other homes, so apparently there's going to be other tokens and stuff. It looks like I have to do 2 more homes. Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, the stream scheduled for tomorrow, assuming there's no hiccups. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow morning from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. World of Warcraft with my brother as we level up our static group characters. And then after that, I should be continuing a World of Warcraft stream with Maduros, playing my mage for a few hours. And then at 11 a.m., which I'm not sure if I'm going to stream this part or not, at 11 a.m., Nathan and myself are supposed to do a power level session on P99 because we're going to be switching characters for our P99 static group. He's going to switch his warrior over to a paladin, and I'm going to switch my ranger out for a shaman, and we're getting power level tomorrow at 11 a.m. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to stream that or not because I don't know what that's going to look like. I may start streaming that once we get set up, but there's going to be a lot of logistical stuff that we have to do first thing, like getting coins swapped and gear swapped and getting to wherever it is that we're going to go to get power leveled. But in the morning, 4 a.m. to probably around 9 or 10 a.m., I'm going to be streaming World of Warcraft. And then tomorrow night, the plan is more World of Warcraft at 5 p.m. onwards. Tomorrow morning at 6 a.m., I have a review coming out on Ghost Recon Wildlands, which I've been playing on the Xbox. I also just recorded, I haven't uploaded it yet though, I just recorded the latest LOTRO tourism video today, which is covering Buckland, the Old Forest, up to Tom Bombadil's house. And that'll be uploaded and coming out on Thursday morning. Yeah. And then we've recorded it, but I don't have it uploaded yet because the internet's been poopy. But we have the next homesteading video coming out on the other YouTube channel, which talks about how much we paid for this place and kind of walks through the cost of the house as well as the cost of living that we have here and everything else. And some of the crazy stuff, like for example, our water bill is fixed, so we don't pay based on use. We just pay a flat fee every month, and it is what it is. Now we're also on a city well that is not always great, so we also have to sometimes have a container of water filled up because the well will sometimes get shut off to do maintenance and stuff because we're out in the boonies. But it's a different way of life, and we're continuing to showcase that on our other YouTube channel as we talk about the homesteading in Southeast Mexico project. Let's just get all these dogs together in one place. Why did the other dogs not follow? There they go. Oh, I died! Maybe I should not have pulled so many mobs. I totally should have used my inner flame. I wasn't ready for that, ladies and gentlemen. That's what happens when you get a little crazy about the pulling. You cannot command your companion at this time. Why not? Oh, my pet's bugged. There we go. Dude, take care of that, Scratch. You're being really lazy today, bro. I hear a dog sniffing around somewhere. Did you put them out, Chris? Okay. Alright, another quest done. We got one more house to explore. After I do the next house, I'm going to go AFK for a few because I need to feed all the cats. I need to make my sandwich. And we'll be switching over to the other character and hopefully joining some of our friends for some LOTRO tonight. Haven't been able to play with anybody for a few weeks, so we'll see who actually makes it back tonight because we haven't played together in about a month. Because Misha had problems with her LOTRO client. She couldn't log in for like 3 weeks. Then I had all the power issues. So it's been a while since we've done stuff, and I don't know if everyone's going to remember that we actually play on Tuesday nights. Scratch is good for a minute, and we're going to do Murder of Crows on everybody. And then we're going to do this on you as everybody runs into the fire.
Our lands were once peaceful, but it is now dangerous to travel far from home.
Our lands were once peaceful, but it is now dangerous to travel far from home.
Why is it always so dangerous now?
We're missing something. There's another... That's where we came in. Aha!
The soldiers of Gondor have all gone to war, and we are left to fend for ourselves.
Find and confront Jajax. Oh, he's holed up in the tavern, drinking his fill after he's wiped out the town. What a douche. Am I gonna fight these guys? Probably.
Why are you bothering me?
I'm Judge X, captain of these men. What's you seek? An honorable death? Or perhaps join the Corsairs and seek riches across the wide world? Maybe you wish to kill me and all my men. These are your choices 3.
I do not ask much of you.
Jezek strikes you as someone who might be prevailed upon to listen to reason despite his aggressive words upon your meeting. You tell him that you mean him no harm and wish to speak civilly.
Civil, eh? You've killed many of my men to come here. But I suppose I have done the same to the people who took you on their kin. I will consider negotiations with you, but you must earn my respect of that of my men, otherwise they will not look kindly upon your coming and going where you please, sir. Speak with Damkal over there at that table yonder.
Stop hitting B. B button doesn't work in this game.
How can I be of service?
Oh, Jezek wishes to see if you're a proper warrior, worthy of respect. To do that, you must drink 6 drinks, and you must match my time and keep your feet. Then you may talk.
He's challenged you to best his drinking time. I have something in my eye. Alright, before we do this... Gotta answer some comments. That video today for the Rings of Power went a little crazy after the trailer.
Will you give me a moment of your time, friend?
Alright. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Why aren't you drinking? I like how I'm getting so drunk that the screen is moving all over the place. Yeah! Oh my god! I got falling down drunk. If I can even click on this dude.
What is this world coming to?
You drink it faster, but Damkal holds it better. See how straight he sits. But truly, you did as well as any Corsair. I could never negotiate with someone who cannot keep down a drink. You have my attention. What is it that you would wish to discuss?
I mean, that's still not better than what I have, to be honest.
I'll not be ignored.
Let us talk. What are your demands?
You have earned the respect of the formidable Captain Jarjax, and he will now negotiate with you regarding the fate of Lothcobel.
This is
Normally, an outsider would not be granted an audience with the captain of the Corsairs, but you have earned this right twofold. Tell me what it is you want. You tell him that you want his men to leave. You wish us to leave this town we rightfully stole. A bold request to make of a tavern full of Corsairs. Whether you are brave or foolish, I know not. But I will tell you straight why you are permitted to stand before me thus, making such requests. You came here to take back this town, which is your right. I believe that you are a formidable foe. And I would have you stop attacking my men. It does have a lot of copious amounts of drinking quests. There are a copious amount of drinking quests, hobbies. So I say to you, we will leave if you vow not to raise your weapons against us again.
Why are you bothering me?
You tell Janzik that his offer is more than fair. Aye, that it is, and we do not play fair. See how the men grumble and stir. It seems that some of them do not like my speech. You hear the tavern door slam open. I'm so drunk I can barely move. Hebel's coming. Oh, it's the other captain. Captain Hebel, what are you doing on my turf? I ask you instead, Jagax, what this outsider is doing on your turf. This seems like one of those situations you should get out of, and quickly. Alright. Yep, let's run. Run away! Make your way to Calambil and speak with someone there. Oh my goodness, how long does drunkenness last? 1 minute 38 seconds. I am like trashed, like everything's blurry. Do you hear all the voices in the background? That's a great touch. Like, horror. It's like so drunk he's talking to himself. I got pretty close to 98 tonight, so I'll get it next week for sure and be able to continue the book quest. Can I click it off? I cannot. It is a non-removable buff. Man of Gondor.
Gondor needs your aid.
How the heck? I wonder if I should move my bind point to this town.
How may I help
Oh,
you?
it cleared up. There we go. Another refugee from Lothcobel, are you? You look like a foreigner. You explained that Jajax and the Corsairs have left Lothcobel and the truce has been reached. Well, that is great news, and expected if we do not have these soldiers to keep the enemy at bay. Choose one.
These are troublesome times indeed.
I will let you have the pleasure of telling the refugees that they can return to their homes, since you were the one to enable the happy turn of events. You can find the folk of Lothcobel throughout Calambil. Alright, well we're not going to do that quest right now. This is a bounty quest. There's another bounty. Chicken thief. All sorts of quests. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. This is where I'm going to go AFK for a few minutes. Because I need to get something to eat. And I got to feed the cats as well. And get logged into the other character. Alenaroth. We are off in Mirkwood with these characters. That's what we were working on before. Hey, looky there. I just saw my internet. So the bit rate just jumped all of a sudden back up to 6,000, which is where it's supposed to be. So whatever they were doing, whatever they were working on, it's back to my normal speeds now. Fingers crossed, everybody. I'm thinking it's just they're just working on stuff. So that was just a load balancing issue. All right, so we were working on this quest right here, but we were leveling up with all the other ones. I don't care about the summer festival. Elenaroth Stonebrook. I love this guy's armor, by the way. Check this out, everybody. Like, no lie. Like, that belt buckle, look at that. Hang on, I gotta get rid of the... Look at that belt buckle. It's like a pig head, maybe. A pig snout. That belt buckle. It's so cool. And that shield. And the bow with the vine wrapped around it. And I've got my cloak of the White Tower. I am a Gondorian, of course. Elenaroth is probably my favorite looking character. He's pretty badass. Look at those boots. Just, steel-toed traveler boots. The hauberk and everything. He is a tough-looking Gondorian warrior. He is a guardian. But you know what? You know what we need right now? As we stand here and we go get something to eat. Yeah, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of pipeweed as we're sitting here in the tavern. I am going to go get something to eat and feed the cats. I will be back in a few minutes. Not sure exactly on the when. 5 to 10, probably. Closer to 10. come back and they're throttling my stream because I'm down to 970. Down to 1,000 KB, so they're doing whatever they're doing. I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. Perfect time for me to raise a glass to everyone. Salud. Had some potato chips, some cottage cheese. I was going to make a sandwich, and then Chris was like, let's just have some cottage cheese. And I was like, that sounds really good. Then it was like, well, let's just get the chips out anyway. So sour cream and onion potato chips, some cottage cheese, and some tequila. That was our dinner. Welcome back, says Persnickety. Thank you very much. Let's refresh this page. Oh, look at that. All right, I got to answer some more YouTube comments here. All right. Oh, this is brilliant. All right, this comment is amazing on the video. He goes, "What if at the end of?" He says, "I got a great way we can fix the Rings of Power show." He says, "At the end of each season, there's an end credit scene with a really old hobbit surrounded by a bunch of younger hobbits," and he goes, "Well, at least that's the story I was told, younglings." I think that's brilliant. Oh man. Oh, that's good. By the way, is Nathan streaming? If he is streaming, we need to go say hi to Nathan real quick. Oh, he's not streaming at the moment. He was streaming. He was playing Star Wars Galaxies, but said that it was just a pain in the ass and it wasn't working. The combat was just really, really atrocious. But he was playing on the Star Wars Legends server, so he's going to be looking for some other servers. Well, normally my group plays from 7:30 onwards, but I'm not seeing anybody logging on, so they may have forgotten over the past few weeks that tonight's a LOTRO night. If they don't get around, we'll go back to the Lore Master. It's all good. diving into my analytics for the moment. Nice, Vowellus. Dexter's Laboratory was a really good show, man. Really smartly written. Gladion, you are so stupid. My phone is beeping at me. 1 second. I don't even remember what quest we were working on here. It says destroy the idol of the necromancer, defeat. We'll go work on this. Give everybody a few more minutes. See if anybody's going to show up tonight. It's an amazing game, Daniel. Like, amazing. It's so worth your time. Yeah, this is a creepy... This is Mirkwood. Listless. Vowelless, not blissless. Mirkwood. And Mirkwood is definitely kind of creepy. But, Daniel, it's amazing. It's free to play up to level 95, which is all the way up to Helm's Deep, which is months and months and months and months of content. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. So it's totally worth your time if you haven't already done so. You can download it, free to play, jump on in. Got some quests over there. But yeah, this is Mirkwood, and Mirkwood is creepy as fuck. Oh yeah, they do. They absolutely do, Deanna Greco. Let me show you the map here. I'm not in a safe spot. Let me get back to a safe spot real quick, and I will show you the map, Daniel. So one of the things I'm working on right now here on YouTube is what's called the LOTRO Tourism Series. So I'm actually doing a run through every week. I just recorded the latest episode today. It's coming out on Thursday morning. And I'm taking people through all of the Lord of the Rings locations, and we're literally following in the footsteps of the Fellowship and showing off all these locations from the books in the game. So, let's just let's pick a zone. Let's go to Eriador. Let's go to the Shire, right? So let's say that you rolled a Hobbit, and you wanted to start in the Shire. Here's the Shire. Now we can go beyond that, and we can look at, oh, there's other zones like Ered Luin. Here's Ered Luin. Oh, and there's Thorin's Hall, Thorin's Gate. Boom, there's the city. What about the Breelands? Oh yeah, we can go to Breeland. Here's Buckland. Here's the Old Forest. Here's the Barrow Downs. Here's Breetown. Here's Staddle. Here's Combe. Here's the North Downs. Oh wait, what's this over here? The Lone Lands, the Forsaken Inn, Weathertop. All the way over here to the last bridge. What's this? The Trollshaws. Here into the Trollshaws, all the way to Rivendell. So, if you look at this map, Daniel, it is absolutely persistent. He says, one of the best MMOs ever made, my blessed opinion, or my biased opinion. I call it blessed opinion. This is my all-time favorite MMORPG, and I play a lot of MMORPGs. And I say that because this game is hands down the biggest game you'll ever play. It's all there. Everything from the Lord of the Rings books, the appendices, the Hobbit, it is all here. So the whole world, this is just Eriador. This is just Eriador right here. So then if I back out of here, and Eriador, by the way, is everything from the Shire all the way up to the Misty Mountains. And here, down here, you've got Isengard, right? Nan Kurinir, Eregion, the Mines of Moria. Then there's the Moria expansion in and of itself, which has the entirety of Moria, the Kingdoms of Moria underground, which is a huge expansion that we just finished up with a few weeks ago. So now let's back out. So that was Eriador, which is this part of the map right here. Yes, it does have Rune. There's Rune right there, buddy. I don't know that they've fully fleshed out Rune yet. Rune, I don't know how you pronounce that, but there's Harad, Khand. Oh, so maybe your question, let me refine my answer. Your question might be, is all of Middle-earth? The better answer to that question would be everything that's explored in the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit when the appendices is in the game. So things like Harad, Khand, Rune, they're on the map, but you can't currently explore there because they haven't developed content around them. It remains to be seen if they will. But you have all of Eriador is here. You have all of Rohan is here. All of Gondor is here. All of Rovanion is here. And all of Mordor is here. Plus all of Moria within the Misty Mountains. So if I click on like Rohan, it's going to take me down to this map right here. And it has all of these different plus signs that I can hover over, which will expand upon these areas even more. Looks like Maduros is out there. Because I don't know what Maduros is doing. Anyway. It's a massive game, man. Massive, massive game. The game does still look. What about the mountains north of Mirkwood? Ered Mithrin? The Grey Mountains? They're here. Right here. Ered Mithrin and Withered Heath. Each one of these is an area that you can go explore. So it's there. Then we have the Dale Lands, which is Aaron Laskalin and the Dale Lands. Erebor, the Lonely Mountain, is here. The Hall Under the Mountain. It's all here, man. Everything from The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings books is in this game. Vowelist says, I need to play more. Get sidetracked. It's easy to get sidetracked. There's so much cool shit to do in this game. Forsaken says that the game still looks great for its age. It does. The only complaint I have, and I talked about this earlier, the only complaint I have is their server infrastructure is a little lacking, and you get server lag and some hiccups here and there. It's livable. It's not that big of a deal to me. Some people freak out about it. It's definitely not the best situation. They are working on it. It's like their #1 thing that they're working on. I gotta turn the audio down a bit since I'm with other people now. So the storytelling, I was earlier I was going over that persnickety. I think you've been here the whole night. But I was rambling about how the storytelling in this game is the best I've ever seen in any MMORPG ever. The text writing is incredibly detailed. It's such an amazing game. Especially that they have what's called the book quest, which is the epic quest line, which right now we're on the fortress of the Nazgul. So we're actually helping the elves here in Mirkwood against the assault on Dol Guldur, which is over here, Dol Guldur. That's what the Mirkwood expansion is all about. So we're currently working through the Mirkwood content with our characters on Tuesday nights. My lore master is in West Gondor right now. And if you like reading, the quest lines in this game are the best you'll ever read in any MMORPG ever. But it is walls of text, so you have to be okay with reading lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of stuff. Oh, there we go. Well, this game definitely has a lot of reading.
How can I be of service?
Megovanen.
Oh, nothing like a good sneeze to wake you up.
Will you lend
lend me your ear?
Hellenaroth, I fear something dire is about to occur. The shadow of the necromancer lies still upon Mirkwood. I know little more of these forsaken shades, but perhaps you may learn more if you speak with Prestidy at the Haunted Inn. It's east of here, deeper into the Dower Stalks. I mounted my goat instead of my horse. Herp-a-derp. You said you have a conference call in about 10 minutes, Madros? Alright, copy that. Alright. I'm pretty sure I want to bind here. Oh, and the music in this game is top notch. I did a top 5 soundtracks in mmorpgs, and this game was in my top 5 for sure. Might be able to hear it very well right now, but we'll turn it back up, see what we can get.
What do you need? Would you do something for me?
Do you hear the howling from the trees, Elenaroth? We hear them, but we cannot see them when they wish to be scarce. Not even my long-sighted elf friends. The dark range wolves of Mirkwood are vicious beasts, and their attacks upon the Maladrim are ceaseless.
Might you spare a moment of your time? Stay a moment.
Alright, I'm just grabbing
Would you do
all of
something for me?
these.
Will you lend me your ear? Stay a moment. Will you lend me your ear?
Now, I've done these quests a bunch of times, so I'm not necessarily reading all of these, but I am reading the book quests. I have so many Moria quests. And we're never going back to Moria, so...
Sweet light Melon.
Oh, I can reforge my stuff.
leveled up all 3 of those. Now I need to do my belt. Oh, I can't go out that door. I have to go out the other door. Gamerkeeper says, all 2 weeks for Rings of Power. I can't wait. I'm ready to review it, that's for sure. This might be a solo quest. Ooh. Oh, I'll watch it. Chris has no knowledge of the Silmarillion or any of that stuff, so she's never read the books. And Chris wants to watch it. Same thing with Wheel of Time. She had never read the books. Chris gave Wheel of Time an 8 out of 10. I love my wife. She doesn't know what she's doing. I can say that about her jokingly because she's never read the books. Chris watched Wheel of Time and gave it an 8 out of 10 because she thought it was a lot of fun as a fantasy show. She is going to watch Rings of Power, and I have no doubt that she's going to give it an 8 or 9 out of 10 because she's going to watch it from the perspective of this is just a fantasy show, and it's going to be for her an entertaining, generic fantasy show. She doesn't have the association to the lore and books that I have, so yeah, I'll be watching it for sure. Doing my reviews, but also letting her enjoy it for what it is to her, which is, you know, a show. So I'll eviscerate it. But I've also said publicly I'm going to give them credit where it's due. So if I see something that I think is done well, I am going to say so. I've only done Stargate SG-1 through one time all the way through, and I started a partial rewatch maybe 3 years ago, and I didn't even get through season 1 because I got busy with stuff.
The hidden guard departs for Radia's course through the Drown Holt at midnight.
The first leg of the Hidden Guard's journey will take them through the treacherous fens of the
Oh,
Drown
I
Holt.
remember this.
A perilous road, but a necessary one when secrecy is so highly prized.
Oh, I know one thing I gotta do real quick. I need to before I start this. See you, Persnickety. Thanks so much for the support today, for the super chat this morning, and also for joining as a member of the channel, Persnickety. Appreciate that, man. By the way, that's not white power. That's just fist bump. LOTRO power. There we go. That way I don't get accused of something stupid. No, I really appreciate that, Persnickety. Thank you so much for the content, or for the comment, not content. Thanks for the comment. I appreciate it. I do try. I mean, I've been, you know, I should have done this 7 years ago, to be honest with you, but I was too busy trying to build an MMORPG, so I spent 7 years as the creative director on a big project, raising a bunch of money, and running 20 people and building a game. But I wish I would have started streaming and content creation 7 years ago, because my channel would be at a much different place right now. But it's still going very good, having only just started 3 months ago doing this full time. It's going good. But thank you for being here, Persnickety. It's all the support from folks like you can make it all possible. So thank you very much. Vowelist says, I get sick of people being too sensitive. I just use a line from the movie Real Genius. If it was causing an ass or something, I just say count on it. Shit, what was I gonna look at? Oh, I know what I came here to grab the photo from here. Oh, that needs to be flipped. I'm doing an update for the GoFundMe real quick, because we went to the hardware store yesterday. Sorry, I'm getting this written before I go work on this quest. Alright, that update's out on the GoFundMe. Go ahead and pin that up at the top here. Alright. Let's do this. I don't need either of these. Let's just have her heal me. I'm watching my bit rate is jumping all over the place with the stream, so if I suddenly disconnect, you're gonna know why. You can run through those briars all you want, Mazog. Dick.
Too bad the bow elf is still alive.
Hinder our enemy's defenses.
Over here, man flesh awaits. My captors are weak from battle.
Run ahead and check the tunnel for dangers. Alright. Oh, I needed to leave a comment here.